Dear friends, welcome back to yet another video on everything you wanted to know about fully fashioned knitting. In the last video, we discussed how to make a fully fashioned raglan sleeve, flatbed knitted sweater. We discussed how to make patterns for the front, the back, and the sleeve. We also discussed how to determine the point where the sleeve shall join the main body, the way the front, the back, and the sleeve narrowing shall be done to get the desired sleeve slope of 20 degrees. In this video, we will discuss how to make a classic shoulder sweater. In the classic shoulder sweater, the front is united with the back in such a way that the joint is formed on the back. The back slopes from much below the shoulder and extends to the back neck. The joint provides excellent shoulder slope without having a seam on the shoulder. The sleeve is more like a set and sleeve, and that makes this garment a best fitted garment. It fits more accurately on the shoulder as compared to the set and sleeve sweater, where the slope of the shoulder is cut and stitched. This style is also unique in terms that the whole garment can be linked to the required shape without the use of a cutting device. In terms of fitting, it is an excellent cut for outerwear, especially for high-priced afternoon sweaters. Almost all cashmere sweaters are made in classic shoulder style. In this style, normally we are not provided with the shoulder slope value, and it makes sense not to provide shoulder slope value, because the shoulder slope value will be fixed by how we reduce the back width from a fixed point to the neck width. The angle of this narrowing will eventually decide the shoulder slope. In standard single jersey fabrics, the knit structure ratio between the width of the loop and the height of the loop is 1 to 0.75. If our knit structure is anywhere close to 60 wales and 80 curses per 10 centimeters, it is ideal for a 12-gauge single jersey knit structure. Similarly, for 7 or 8 gauge, 45 wales and 60 courses in 10 centimeters, is an ideal knit structure. Please note these values can change with the count and yarn composition. Coming back to the shoulder slope, the second narrowing of the back panel is often done by reducing 2 needles every 2 courses. We normally don't reduce 3 needles on this part, because a 3-needle narrowing will generate a lot of puckering on this narrowing when this part is attached to the front. Therefore, if we are reducing 2 needles every 2 courses, we are reducing about 0.34 centimeters in width, while knitting a length of 0.25 centimeters. But because of the narrowing stitches, the length will be a fraction less than what we knit. The angle so formed will be close to 40 degrees, as there would be some extra courses to be knitted. A few narrowing will be done at 3 courses too. If we don't have provision for some extra courses here, we still get an angle of 36 degrees. And half of this is 18 degrees, which is a good angle of slope for the shoulder. But, if we get 40 degrees as the angle of the back narrowing, we get a shoulder slope of 20 degrees. Let us discuss how to make a pattern for this style. The first few steps are the same as for any other style. Up to the point where we mark the sleeve slope line and draw the rectangle of the cuff. If you are watching this video as your first video of the series, I would suggest please watch my earlier videos first, and then watch this video. Otherwise, you may miss some points discussed in this video. Coming back to pattern making, we draw a vertical line from the shoulder measurement point to determine the point where the sleeve shall join the main body. We use the same technique we used in raglan sleeve style, or where armhole measurement is not given. We draw a perpendicular on the sleeve slope line, which is equal to the width of the sleeve, and move it along the sleeve slope line, where the lower end of the perpendicular meets the chest line. This is where the sleeve shall join the main body. We name it E. We draw a horizontal line from this point. Now we divide the shoulder point line from the HPS to the line drawn horizontally from the sleeve joining part in 3 equal parts, marked by A and B. We draw a line from the sleeve joint E to the first point on shoulder line A. We draw a line from the second point B to the neck width point on HPS called C. We complete the profile of the back panel. For the front panel, we draw an arc from C equal to CB on the top of the rectangle BD, making CD equal to CB. We join B and D. We complete the profile of the front panel. The reason to draw the arc is to ensure that the width of the front at the top DC is equal to the slant of the back panel BC when both the panels are joined together. For the sleeve, we draw a perpendicular from point B on the sleeve line as shown. We divide the line into 2 equal parts. We move this line so that the center of this divided line coincides with the shoulder line as shown in the illustration. We draw a line from E to point F as shown in the illustration. We complete the profile of the sleeve panel. Seam margin needs to be added to these profiles. We add seam margins. We grade the panels for different sizes. But what if we don't want to make a pattern? Can we still make a knitting data chart for a classic shoulder fully fashioned sweater without making a pattern? The answer is yes. Like all other fully fashioned garments, a knit data chart can be created, and a perfect garment can be made if we understood the pattern making technique well. If we wish to make a knitting data chart without making a pattern, we need to understand the geometry of the style. We need to know the value of L, which is the vertical distance between the HPS and the point where the sleeve will join the main body. Once we know the value of L, the calculations for the front and the back are easy to determine. The length of L is sum of H and J. H is the drop of the sleeve at the point of chest width. If we know the shoulder slope and sleeve slope angle, then H is half chest width minus half neck width, multiplied with the tan value of the angle of the shoulder slope. As the angle is 20 degrees, H is equal to 29 minus 8.75 equals 21.25 multiplied with 0.36397, which results as 7.7 centimeters. To obtain the value of J, as we know the value of R, which is the sleeve width and is 21 centimeters, we divide this sleeve width value with the cost value of 20 degrees, which is 0.939693. Therefore, J equals 21 divided by 0.939693, and it results in 22.3. The value of L is sum of H and J, and therefore is 7.7 plus 22.3, which is equal to 30 centimeters. Now as we know the distance L, we know where the sleeve will join the main body. Therefore, K, the side length will be 70 minus 30, which is equal to 40 centimeters. As we divide the line L in 3 equal parts, the distance M equals 10 centimeters, and distance N will be equal to 5 centimeters. Distance S is the difference between half chest and half front across, which is equal to 29 minus 20, which is equal to 9 centimeters. Similarly, D equals 20 and G equals 8.75. Therefore, D minus G is equal to 20 minus 9.75, which is equal to 11.25 centimeters. For the back panel, after knitting the rib of 7 centimeters, we knit 33 centimeters of plain knitting, without increasing or decreasing in needles. After 33 knitting centimeters, we reduce 9 centimeters in width, while we knit 10 centimeters of length. Thereafter, we knit 10 centimeters without increasing or decreasing. And finally, we reduce 11.25 centimeters of width, while we knit 10 centimeters in length. Similarly, for the front panel, we will be knitting just like we knit the back, till the point where in the back, we start reducing the needles for the second time. In the front panel we will increase the needles. From the point X, we increase the needles to reach point Y. On the top of the panel, the number of needles to increase is from Y to Z, which is 10 centimeters multiplied with the tan value of 20 degrees. 10 by 0.36397 equals 3.6 centimeters. To summarize for the front panel, after knitting the rib of 7 centimeters, we knit 33 centimeters of plain knitting, without increasing or decreasing in needles. After knitting 33 centimeters, we reduce 9 centimeters in width, while we knit 10 centimeters of length. We knit 10 centimeters without increasing or decreasing. From here we increase the number of needles that are 3.6 centimeters wide. And we do this in 10 centimeters. We need to increase the needles on the front to match the linear length of the slope caused by the second narrowing in the back. I have seen many classic shoulder sweaters manufacturers do not increase these needles, and therefore they have a torqued armhole joint in the back. To have a perfect joint at the back, we must increase these needles in the front. For the sleeve we simply join A with B. But we still need to know the distance between B and C. We can calculate AB using Pythagoras theorem. AB equals square root of AD plus square of BD, which results in square root of 481 and results in 21.9 centimeters. To calculate CB, we first need to know EB, which is equal to 5 multiplied with 0.939693, and is equal to 4.7 centimeters. We know the sleeve width, which is equal to 21 centimeters. AC is equal to 21 minus 4.7 and therefore is 16.3 centimeters. CB is equal to the square root of AB minus square of AC, which results in square root of 214 and is equal to 14.6 centimeters. Therefore, to knit sleeve, we start knitting with width of cuff opening of 10 centimeters and knit the rib height of 7 centimeters from point G to point F, which will be 40.4 centimeters. We will increase the sleeve width from 10 centimeters to 21 centimeters. From point F to point E, we will knit 14.6 cm and we will reduce the sleeve width from 21 centimeters to 4.7 centimeters. This is all we need to know to make a classic shoulder, fully fashioned sweater. But should you have any queries, please do contact me, and I shall be too glad to answer all your questions. Technicians, programmers, product developers, designers, and companies interested to get the measurements of their proto samples right in the first go can also try my software for knitting data calculations. The calculations used are accurate, and you can easily make a garment with not only the right specs, but a garment that looks good and fits even better, elevating the image of the wearer. To obtain a copy, please do contact me at email purisk51@gmail.com or on my mobile number, country code 91, number 81464000900. If you have liked this video, please don't forget to click the like button. And, if you have found this video useful, please share this video as much as you can with your friends and colleagues. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. By subscribing the channel you will automatically get notification of the next uploaded videos. Thanks for watching. For more detailed information, you may go through my book on fully fashioned sweater manufacturing. A Guide to Fully Fashioned Sweater Manufacturing. Published by Woodhead Publishing India Private Limited. The book is available in leading bookstores in almost all countries around the world. It is also available on Amazon. Throughout the series, your valued suggestions, as well as questions, will be welcome, and I shall be too glad to answer all your queries. You can contact me by email, purisk51@gmail.com, or on my mobile number, country code 91, number 81464000900.